We're live. Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the Dream Team. And of course, we have our beautiful Nick here as well. Hi, Nick. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. Thank you. Thanks, Marie. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us either on the live or later on. We really appreciate your input because it's what makes the show fun.
Absolutely. And it's interesting because I didn't get any dreams sent in this week, but I had a profound dream, and I think Nick's had a dream as well. So, and Jasper wants to say hello to everybody. So, hi from
Hi,
Jasper. Hi, Marie. Hi, Kathleen. So nice to see
ladies.
you here. So this week, I think I just sort of put up a topic about staying grounded through changes, because we know there's a lot going on in the outer world, in the pretend world, which it's all for our positivity at the end anyway. But how do dreams, how to staying grounded help us with our dream state? I think last week we did the Earth Star Chakra point, didn't we? In the grounding. So, and I know personally that really helped me. I really made sure I was connecting into the Earth's grid lines. I was breathing. I was staying in my body, and I really felt it helped a lot. So, and I did have an amazing dream after I'd been doing that. So I don't know how everyone else went. So if anyone had any experiences, if they were grounding, did you feel anything in your body? Did you get any new perspectives in life? Let us know, because it's really nice to share, and it sometimes triggers things that may have happened for others. So what about you, Nick? How did you go? Did you remember that, or was there?
Yeah, I think for me, it directed me straight back into my physical body, because I have a tendency to want to step out of it sometimes, and I have to sort of bring myself back into it. And I did a lot of grounding in terms of feet in the ocean, swimming, water, lots of water. I've been swimming all week. It's just been great being outside. And I just feel like the air too, the air seems to be a lot richer and fuller. And it's like, and I'm looking at your hair because you've got amazing hair, but it's like my hair is growing exponentially. Like it's speeding up. Just I'm going to have to cut it again. I don't know.
It's very lush, by the way. So, yeah. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I feel like the universe is giving us the nutrients that we need now, and we choose to do what we want to do with it. So it's like I think that connection to the earth has sparked that in us instead of us.
Exactly right, because this is what I said, like, I've always done this little, when I'm feeling a bit flat or I'm not sure what my body wants to eat, I'll just go straight to Mother Earth through my higher self, and I'll just say, please, shower me or give me into my etheric body anything I need, any prana, any minerals, anything to nurture me, because you know me. And I start to feel better instantly. So I think with this tapping in, through our Earth Star Chakra, that's what we're doing. We're actually doing that and giving permission to our beautiful, nurturing Earth Mother, Gaia, to help us on an etheric level. So I'd be really interested to know if anyone else has been experiencing that as well. So, yeah. So,
just the general energy too. We know it's been an interesting week, a lot's going on, and it will continue to go on because remember, there's a lot more than just us. And our little pocket of where we see the world and what we're experiencing, because everyone's having a different experience right now. Actually, this morning, when I got up, I looked out the window. I was having a drink of water. I looked out the window and I was looking at all my dandelions that I let grow in the garden, and they were all at different stages. It's like every stage you could possibly imagine. Some just starting to grow, some are losing their seeds, some are midway, the flowers. And I thought it's a little bit like where we all are at the moment. But eventually, it'll all fall back into the garden and become one anyway. But yeah, the energies have been a bit crazy, but good. They feel heightened, but good.
Yes, I agree. And Kathleen has, noticed something as well.
She says, me too. I've been grounding into grid lines this week and feeling very calm and not very affected by everything going on in my country right now. Vanuatu, USA. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and Kathleen, I absolutely agree with you.
Feels like a major shift in energy this week. Totally.
And I was saying just before we started as well that it was interesting because I was feeling really good, and then all of a sudden though I'd get this huge emotion coming up through deep from my heart, and I'd go, oh, and I'd just allow it. And I went, this is interesting. I didn't know if it was me clearing something or whether it was a consciousness, from everybody or whatever. But it was sort of late Saturday and Sunday, and today I woke up and I feel like it's gone. And I said to Nick, "Did you have anything going on the weekend?" And she went, "Yeah, it was definitely something triggered." So if anyone has had anything like that happening, because I forget to ask if anyone else is going through it, and as soon as you go, people go, "Yes, I was," you go, "Oh, that's so good. It wasn't just me," and you don't feel alone. So, which is awesome. Yes. So who else we got on? Oh, we've got Trigal on. We've got Christine Hill on. We've got Christina on. Hello, beautiful ones. How are you? So, so let us know if you've actually, had any, noticed anything coming up for no real particular reason.
Yeah, so, and I think because we're all at different phases of our awareness, that things that are happening around us, the people we know, the people we come across, are going to be going through what they go through, and we're not immune from that. It's going to have an effect on us, but that's something I'm being really, really diligent about, is to not allow those things to be mine personally in this, body, but to recognize that they are ours in the consciousness. And have and just great empathy. And I have, this weekend's been about holding space for other people, actually. Yeah, that was quite a surprise. It was like, whoa, and I feel into what they're going through, but it's not mine. But I know they have to go through it, like I've been through what I've been through, and everyone else. Yeah,
exactly. And if I get triggered, I know, okay, there's something that I need to look at. This is a gift. I need to go in and look at this and see what I can actually help clear. If there's something deep in my subconscious or from lineage, just drop in and have a chat to it and release. And so it's owning it. I think it's taking responsibility.
Owning it. My word.
Yeah. So so I'd be interested to know if anyone's had any dreams that they'd like to share. Pop them up. And I'll just briefly tell you mine, because I don't often share, because but this one I felt was quite relevant, and it went back to a time where I was living up on Mount Tamborine, and it was also when I was working for this particular company that I got told not to work for anymore because of certain circumstances, as we know. And I think there was still some healing that had to happen. And so I actually had my clients into my home, and I'd ordered the food 2 days before, and it was from the same company that I always ordered food from. And then the food didn't turn up, and so I rang to see what was going on. And the girl that answered said, "Oh yeah, he thought that you were a fake because you weren't down in the you weren't doing it down where you'd normally do it in the hospitals or whatever." And I went, "No, it was me." He knew it was me. And I went, so I had no food, so I had to take them for a walk. It was getting later, and I had to take them for a walk. And we went over this little bridge, and I was going, "Where are we going?" And there was this room down the back, but it ended up that I think I ended up went to this other place, and I was trying to get pizzas or something, and I was getting really stressed. And there was another girl that was meant to be helping me in my dream. That's right, I forgot this bit. And she wasn't doing anything to help me. And so I ended up swearing at her and just telling her to get her act together. It was so funny. I was going, "Oh, I don't usually do this." And then and she sort of started to do some stuff, but it really wasn't that helpful. So then I woke up. Clive decided he wanted breakfast at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I woke up and I was like, no. So I went back to sleep, and then the dream finished. It was fantastic. It's like I completed and resolved what had been going on with the next dream. So I went into this place to get proper food for the people that chose to stay for the talk. And when I was in there, the person that had owned the other food place came in. And I said, "Oh, why did you do that to me?" And he said, "I really didn't think it was you." He said, "I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah." So there was all of this closure around not being able to provide food, which is nurturing and which is showing you care for people, and especially when it was clients, And when I looked at it all, and then everything worked out fine. Like I said, there was about 5 of my favorite clients that stayed. They didn't care if they didn't want to hear the talk. I went, "That's fine. Let's just hang out." So I feel for me, there was still some subconscious healing that had to go on, because it was quite traumatizing what happened for me, because that was my career. That was my, it was really quite traumatizing. I think I had a bit of PTSD for quite a while. But now that I'm back and doing this beautiful job role, just as a casual whenever I want, and the people I'm meeting are so heart-based, and we're so looked after as carers, it's just a whole different feel to the whole thing. It's almost like I've just let go of everything that was, and I'm now able to work in a way that I really enjoy, where I know I'm helping people, but it's also helping me. Because honestly, that sometimes I'll be in with someone and I'll just have tears because I can feel this deep compassion coming through. And it's like, oh, this is amazing. And I'm not sad, but I have this deep love and compassion, and it comes through with tears. So I know it's helping me to open up my heart even deeper by actually being with these people and with the other carers. Oh, they're so heart-based. It's so beautiful to work with people like that. So I'm really grateful. So for me, that dream was really healing and letting go. So that was my dream, and I don't usually share dreams, but I feel maybe this is happening for others as well at this time, is we're able to let go of deep subconscious traumas that we don't even really remember are there. So, yeah. So
that's the epitome of service, isn't it, really, what you're doing?
Yes,
it says a lot. It's a really good message I'm getting through with that, which is about where we're meant to be and what we're meant to be doing.
I asked God, I said to God, how can I serve you, God? And then this person she really wanted me to work with this company, and nothing I did to try and stop it would work. It was like I was going, okay, I get the message. And honestly, it's been quite an incredible experience to date. So, but now I have a break until beginning of January. So, and I choose then, when I work, but I'm quite happy to do more connecting in at that level, which is beautiful. So, it's true.
I'm really excited for you, Maria. That actually makes my heart feel so big thinking about that. And and I think there's a lot of stepping stones that we're going to be going through as well to get us to where we need to be, or we wanted to be in the first place, because we're free now. We get to choose.
That's how it feels for me. It's like, this freedom, but I actually want to do this. This is choices to me.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And there's so much more to come. Yeah. Well, we got lots of comments here.
Okay. I'll start with Trigor because I'm going to start with Marie. Trigor will come back to you, honey. So.
Felt the energies change, stronger now. I'm calmer in that I don't care about details, just feeling and following the flow. The only thing is I'm beyond exhausted, even after sleeping. Yeah.
Marie, same. I was, and a friend of mine had glandular fever, and I was going, if I got glandular fever, I am so tired. But after that emotional aspect came through on the weekend, by yesterday afternoon, I was like, oh, I'm back. Yes. And I felt it. I was so tired. I was going, I don't want to do anything. I'm tired. So, Marie, you're not alone. And so it's okay. It will shift for you. But it's just the process. It's a part of our shifting and energy that's coming in. So thank you for okay, and then
I am more open and sensitive, ever crying a bit with the books I'm reading. I haven't been that reactive for years.
Exactly. I was watching a movie going, oh, here we go. But it's this deep aspect, Marie, within the heart. I'm finding it's true compassion. It's almost going into that third chamber of the heart, that beautiful light blue chamber. Because for me, I choose to serve God, and I don't serve man. I serve God, and that then is in some way connecting with humanity, with whatever it is. That's my focus, to have fun and serve God. They're the two things in my life that I now want to focus on going forward. So, so no, you're not alone, my love. But Tribal's had a bit of a tough week. So
I've been trying to be strong this week. A good friend and co-worker had blood clots in the brain with brain stem damage. He passed away at 4 p.m. Oh, lots of love to you, darling.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to hear that, Tribal. It's so hard when we have people around us that leave the physical body, and it just does. It leaves a space, and it's really quite difficult sometimes to navigate that. So, lots of love to family and to him or her. And just sending so much love and light, and to you. So, you know, and Trigal, I remember, like, I've had my mum pass, and I've had 4 friends in the last 18 months pass Trigal. So I really understand this, and really close. And I read somewhere once that when someone leaves the physical realm, they always leave an opportunity, or they always leave a gift with their passing. And so that's what, you know, you go through your grief, but I always look for that as well. And I always go, well, what is the gift in this for me? And even if it's for me to have a different perspective around something, or to make a different choice for myself around something because of that, and just to have gratitude for who they were and really honor things, it made me start honoring people more, and saying, even if I was tired, I'd go, yes, I'll catch up with you, because we don't know, you know. So for me, it's actually made me be a little bit more proactive as well, with friends, and it's ended up being the most lovely time. So yeah, Trigal. So maybe Trigal, just go into your heart and just drop in and just see what your gift is from your beautiful friend that's time to go. So
yeah, and that's beautifully put too, Marie. You know, you find just the being present with people, really, really connecting with them when they're in with you.
Yeah.
And because we've been so distracted for so many years, so it's lovely. It's a good message to try and listen to.
Yeah.
He's had health issues for years that people didn't expect him to survive. This time was his time. Yes.
Yeah. You know, and one of my beautiful friends, she had cancer, and she ended up, it went into a brain tumor, and she had surgery. And it was so interesting because she didn't want many people in there, but she said, can you come up to the city, to the hospital? I went, of course. But I got a vision of her, and she had her hair in a little ponytail off to the side, and she looked amazing. And I went, has she really had brain surgery? And when I went up to see her, that's exactly how she looked. She had absolutely no issues. They were expecting her to maybe lose her speech, not be able to walk. She looked perfect. And I was just going, and then she said to me, she said, Marie, she said, I died on the table. She said, I went to heaven. She said, and I got told it wasn't my time yet. There was still things that had to be resolved. And she said, I knew they healed me from having any sort of issues after the surgery. And it was exactly right. It's exactly how she came back. It was like she'd never had a brain tumor or brain surgery. So, and she sort of stayed with us for another 3 or 4 months, I think, but so much healing happened through their family that were from overseas, that came over, that, you know, it was just incredible. So yeah, Trigal, you're right. It's always the right time. I always believe that our soul knows when it's the right time to exit, when a job's been finished or something's been resolved, and people might not even have known that needed to be resolved. Exactly. So yeah, so you're spot on with that. Absolutely. So,
and having that understanding of death and passing is actually really beneficial. Then perhaps with someone that has absolutely nothing, it's just like, you know, oh, they've left and that's it, and it'll never be anything more than that. You know, when we understand it's far greater than that. So
absolutely,
there's some beautiful things to be had in the passing over of loved ones, because, you know, they're not actually anywhere. They haven't gone anywhere. You know,
it's how much we allow ourselves to be open to communicating with them. So Trigal, once you're feeling maybe a little bit more stable and grounded with it, you know, you could connect with him or her. I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah. You could connect with that friend. So yeah. So let's just trust what you get. So yeah.
You know, talking about that, Christine, lovely Christine Hill on the chat today. Thanks, Christine, for my visit. She came, visited, stayed, and we spent the day. It was my birthday, so we went out, had a lovely day. And in the front, I think Christine discovered it, in the front of my car was a beautiful monarch butterfly that was dead, but in perfect condition, just sitting on the grill of my car. And that she noticed it, and Mark said, bring that in, that's Nick's sister, because my sister always does something for me on my birthday. You know, she'll always do something and that was her symbol, the butterfly. She was the butterfly catcher. So I just thought, oh, that's a classic. That's really funny.
Oh, how lovely you got to spend some time together with Christine. That's really sweet.
Yeah. So thank you for visiting. That was lovely.
Yeah, and this is the beauty of this group, you know, like I'm actually going to the US now at the end of March next year through April. I'll be in Florida. So if anyone lives in Florida or near Florida and we can do a catch up or something, I'd love to meet some of you. So yeah, we're flying in to Orlando, so from LA. So yeah, just let us know. Our beautiful Angel Laurie's on. Hello. Yeah, so but yeah, Tribal, you're right. He's found true. I thought it was a he. I kept wanting to say he. So he's found true freedom now. Yes,
Yeah.
he has.
Yeah, exactly.
No more pain, no more suffering, no more in the physicality. Yeah. So Angel Laurie, yes, I am going to see Lisa. I thought she might be in Bali, but no, she said she's going to be there. So yeah, we're definitely going to tee that up for sure. So that'll hopefully we'll do that when we first get there because she's not far from Orlando. So it's very exciting. So it is. So yeah. So if anyone's around, let me know. We'll sort something out. Love to meet people. Like we did a little bit like we did here, but we were luckier here. We had quite a few people that were sort of closer. And then there was someone that flew up from like New South Wales as well. So it was really special, wasn't it, Nick, when we met the lady. People I've been wanting to meet, even that lived in the city, which is only an hour and a half away from me. Everyone, it was just beautiful. So it was. Yeah. So
thanks, Christina. That's lovely.
Yes. Yeah, happy birthday, Nick. Another Scorpio.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big Scorpio week all around. There's a lot. I'm surrounded by Scorpios.
Me too. Can't get enough of a good
personality. Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's awesome. But yeah, so and now, Nick, did you have a dream you wanted to share with people?
Yeah, it sounds like I always get one just the morning before the show, and it's been I've had a lot. What was that?
I want to see if Kathleen's had something that's similar to you as well.
Yeah, they'll always. I'm sure. I mean, this is, and the thing is that I really want everyone's opinions, ideas, thoughts, feelings on this because I'm happy to interpret myself. But this, I just feel that at the moment it's because I got it just before the show as well, and I've had a very quiet dream week. Things have been going on, but nothing major. I didn't need to remember anything. It was just little things here and there up in the astral. So I just don't want to forget too much. So I have written it down this morning in my dream book. And remember, if you are still trying to remember your dreams, if you just start small and then it grows into more of a picture for you. So I was in a village or a depot or something, and it felt like a fighting zone, a war zone. And I was the observer and I was completely safe. And I saw militia and they were holding a red, white striped flag with a green symbol. And they were firing guns off, celebrating until an aircraft came in and dropped a black square in the middle. It didn't explode, but they disappeared. A single man, a civilian dressed in a red plaid shirt, was hiding against a wall to escape fighting. And he ran around the building as a swathe of black squares rained down from the top of the roof like a waterfall over and down the building. The aircraft was like a rescue craft and then returned back to a base where hundreds of military personnel, good ones, were on the ground. And I heard mission complete.
Wow. So what was your feeling with that?
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought, why am I having a dream about a war?
Yes.
And then I let it sit for a little while this morning. And then I tapped into a few things, what I thought my intuition was telling me. And then I consulted Betty Bethard's dream book.
Yes.
As a guide. And you know what I love about this book? There's no fear-mongering in it.
No, none. That's why I like it.
A lot of dream books are about fear-based and, and that's not where we are anymore. So I'd be interested to know and I'm just going to say some key words here and see if it triggers anything for any people. So in my decode, the first word I came with, and I sort of went backwards a bit with it was mission, military. I dressed the colours, flag, war, aircraft, mail, waterfall, black squares.
Interesting. So they were the things that were pertinent to be decoded. Yeah. Can I ask you what the feeling of the dream was? How did you feel in the dream? I know you said you stepped back and you would like
No fear. There was no fear as an observer. There was no fear, and even I felt that the at the beginning with the military were shooting guns, I didn't actually see them killing or doing anything to anybody. Got the feeling of that. So I thought this is more than just the real concept of a war. This is maybe about something more etheric, more internal. And then watching it all unfold, the man was he was almost like an observer as well, but he was just in the middle of it. And he was just trying to get safe. So he was like an innocent bystander caught in the midst of it all. And he was safe. So it meant I was safe. He was safe. I didn't see any killing. And then I saw this, like what felt like a rescue mission to calm everything down. So it was quite the opposite of what you feel like when you're in a war.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So if we were to take it back to you personally, do you feel that, because we can look at it both ways, it can be like a message for what's going on. And then if we look at it internally for ourselves, so for you, if you look up those words, you know, so let's have a look at war. What came up with war?
And because Betty will give you both sides of things sometimes, and it's what resonates with you.
That's right.
And, you know, war is a big word. It stimulates feelings and emotions in people straight away.
Interesting.
My first thought was that you have completed or finished something that you've been working on during your sleep time. The calm, no fear carried through. Yeah, so and I have no doubt about that on a personal level.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, yes.
So that's what war says as well in the Betty Bethard's book. It is fighting within self, rejecting parts of self. All aspects must work in harmony: intellect, intuition, male, female, body, mind, spirit, need for balance or integration. So I feel this is going on, like you said. I feel this is like not just for you personally. I feel this is like for general what's happening in the world as well. So, and yeah, so okay, let me just have a look at what Kathleen says here.
Very interesting, Nick. As you read it, I kept picturing my dream last week where we were searching for a sniper in this town. I was helping, observing, now afraid, knew we were going to find him. We met in a big inside area with soldiers too. Oh.
I knew you two would have had something similar, at least recently.
And the thought of sniper came in when I was having that dream. And then I thought, where is the sniper? What's the sniper part of it? But I did hear the word sniper in all of it, but I couldn't see it in my dream. So, yeah, there's definitely some sort of connection there. Yeah, and Kathleen wrote, not afraid.
Yeah. So I realised that one too. So, but the waterfall was interesting as well. It's electromagnetic energy that feeds and heals, releasing and expression of emotions in a healthful way. So yes. And did you say that there was some stuff coming up over the weekend that you didn't expect? I mean, mine came through in the emotion and yours came through in the triggering, being triggered.
Yes. So, totally. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I did look up some of the others, and from what and the funniest thing about all of this is before I had a chance to decode it, I was busy this morning dropping cars off, picking up. It was a very early start for me. And then I finally got, I'm going to go and set up and sit down and find my inner peace here and sit down. So I grabbed my phone, brought it in. The first thing I looked at on my phone was the time, which was 9/11, which I think is a beautiful number, not what we were led to think about it. And then I looked down and I saw 111 emails. I know that's a lot. So 111. And then I was actually, then I was closing off parts of my phone, and there was something that I had been watching partly, and then I was about to close it off, and I saw that the likes on it were 611, 611, which is 9 and 6 turned upside down. And then I thought, oh yeah, I'll just put the date on my dream so I don't forget. And of course, it's the 11th of the 11th. So there was a lot of numerology that was coming in as well. And so I thought, well, this must be I'm about to decode my dream. There must be some numbers and meanings in this. So 9 is endings. And one in general are, to me, beginnings. It's that natural, the phoenix rising, coming into something new, that cycle. So, yeah. I think I feel if I looked at this for the collective, and that's why I just wanted to see if anyone else could tap into this, was that the mission, it says it's a prime question for all. What is your purpose? What are you here on earth to do? And so, Marie, when you talked about your dream and what you were saying this morning, and I thought, there it is. There's the connection for sure. And I've gone on a deep dive about this for the last few days, and about the gene keys that I was telling you about. It's a really fascinating thing. It's about our mission. So I feel that now that we've done all the work and we're pushing that aside and we can get on with, we're free to do something new. What is it that we want to do? And that's what, even though it said mission complete at the end, that was more like the passing the 9 has finished. And now we make way for the new, which are all the ones coming through. And that's for everyone. It's like we're going to start tapping into what we're here to do now. The military, because it was a base, we are the military. We're the ones determining our own direction. And that's that sense of freedom. We get to do what we want. The colours that I drew out: red, energy; white is truth; green is about healing and growth. Once again, it's all related to what we're here to do. The flag is a celebration of new changes taking place. The aircraft, a spiritual awakening, and particularly because it was in the air, and that's how I saw it. And it also landed, and I feel like that landing is what we're here to do in the physical body. And then the male is the strong side of self, the practicality, our will to want to do things. Only thing I didn't get, and I've got my thoughts on it though, was the black squares, and perhaps
I've just looked at this, and I'm going to do some cards as well, but the black obviously is unknown, unconscious. So it's something from the unconscious. And the box is the games we set up, little realities you create. It can be limits you impose upon yourself, but one endeavors continuously to break out of boxes and expand vision. And it's that upgrade. It's like, and everything's in place to make that happen from your dream is what I'm getting as well. So I will do some cards on this dream, Nick, because I think Angel Laurie said, yeah, pull some cards. It's a great idea. Thanks, Angel Laurie.
Yeah.
So let's have a little look and see what comes up. And I'll do this for you as well as for a connected consciousness.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. Okay, let's see which ones come up. Okay, here we go. Let's just see. Wow, interesting. Beautiful. So the first cut up is the 9 of Pentacles. To me, that is always some. I'm just going to get rid of that so we can. So the 9 of Pentacles. So this is a completion, but it's actually something that unique that's been created with abundance. And I feel everyone has their own uniqueness, their own unique gifts, their own unique expansion, their own unique way of soul experiencing. And the next card up was the Queen of Swords. So to me, this is someone that actually can speak their truth, knows their mind, is very direct, knows how to put things out there. So, but it's done in a way where it's believable. So to me, there's a lot of truth in that. And then the next card is Strength.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. So it's almost like we're really tapping in through our spirituality to create a really strong sense of being, of purpose, of whatever we are here. So it's definitely things are getting stronger within people. Yeah, I'm going to actually I just get the hit to pull another couple of cards on that as well. And I'm going to ask specifically for humanity's consciousness. What's that one? Oh, wow, interesting. This is so interesting. 5 of Wands. So this is where there's been a lot of action taken that's created some chaos, but it's also creating change. And then we've got the World card. So something new is coming in that's massive, that's big, that's actually, I'm getting the words beautiful surprise. So from all of this, it's coming through here. So, it's,
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about all of this now because and it's not for me. It's actually nothing to do with me. I'm rising up. I actually find this stream is about the collective. Sure, I'm part of it too, but this is a big one.
Yeah. So it's a message, for everyone. And it's so that to me makes so much sense, getting those cards for that. So this is a big shift in the collective is the word I've been looking for, is that collective. So so this is interesting. So Kathleen has actually mentioned something as well.
In my life, something that has been blocking us from moving forward has started to shift and move along in the past week. So change is coming in my family, moving away, etc., from where we live.
That's
wow.
Yes. So, and it's funny, Kathleen, because I just found out on my birthday that we've got a contract on this house till next September 25, but we'll be having to move. And I went, okay, what's my next adventure? What's my next where am I moving to? What will it be? It's always an adventure, and I don't have any fear around it this time, which is really incredible for me. So, yeah. So it's interesting that, Kathleen, you're going through that as well. So I love it when it becomes a physicality or it becomes a part of our reality. So which is great. So so thanks for everyone's input there. That was really cool. So, but what I'm just getting the hit now that it could be time to do our beautiful chakra. What do you think after all of that and that coming through?
Definitely.
Let's look at what chakra. Oh, I like that idea, Angel Laurie.
Yes, I agree. Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of starseeds are moving around now. Yeah. And I feel like I've been really reconnected in this lifetime with a lot of my soul family that are starseeds, and we've done a lot of energy work together. But I'm starting to get the feeling that it's time for us to go off and do maybe our own things and explore in different places, in different ways. So, it's beautiful.
And that will be connected to the soul mission as well. Like part of what you're meant to be doing will take you to places.
Yes.
To have those experiences and also to engage other people as well, for sure.
Totally. To find different starseeds, to find, different people that is the next contract, in our lives. Because, I know that Elisa and I, we checked all this. We had a soul contract, even though we had some different connections starseed wise. We absolutely had a contract together. And even when I had I've had these trance channel readings from Alexis Cartwright, who's incredible. She does all the transference healing grounding. And I remember she said, it was quite a few years ago, and she went, you're going to be working with someone from America and you're going to be helping empower mostly women. And I was going, what on earth's that about? And then through random, synchronistic events, I meet Elisa and we ended up doing a show together. And so, Nick, I'm sure with you and I, there's a contract as well, and with everyone on here, we're all contracted to meet each other energetically. So,
and what an awesome contract.
No, can't go wrong, can you? So, all right. So I'm just going to tune in and just see for all who are watching or for to help to be of service to God, Goddess, whatever you want to call it, what can we focus on to help create more love, more joy, more abundance, more truth. Okay, shuffling those. None want to jump out, so I'm just going to do a divination. I'll be really interested to see what it is, because sometimes it's not what you maybe think it should be that's coming up today. Okay. That one. Ooh. Oh, how interesting. So it's again, we're on the same vein. It's family. So it's a number 5, which is change, which is interesting. But it's also around, I would say this is the base chakra. Again, we'll have a look in a minute. But it's that beautiful family unit. And, I feel that that's what's happening. And it doesn't matter what we call family, whether it's our family we were born into physically or whether it's our soul family that we were just talking about, as in Starseed's soul family, that we've all come together. So I think that is quite pertinent, isn't it, that we were just talking about that. So if you get a feeling about this beautiful shark card, you can pop it into the comments, whatever it is that pops into your mind straight away. So, Nick, is there anything that pops into your mind straight away with that?
Yeah, when you said family, it was just like, yeah, this is the Earth family.
Yeah.
This is the work we're now allowed to do without encumbrances, it's just our will coming through now, and we're all sparking each other. It's just so, I'm just seeing sparks, little fireworks going off everywhere. We're all activated. We're all activating more and more, and it's just going to get huge. And then with that, that grounding love comes down into it, and that's where Earth, or Aurora, which is what I'm calling her now, is coming up into our. I just feel this is, what you get when you work with family is this sense of love and peace
and belonging and nurturing, and you're not on your own, so yeah, it's beautiful. So, and I love that, Christina. I think these channels, I mean, in a way, those years of the bug that happened, it's actually in a way brought people closer together that I would never have met, or none of us might have met each other. So that's beautiful. So
I've got I've got galactic family, and saw them looking down upon the Earth realm.
Absolutely, we're getting so supported. I'm
just going to say a big shout out to them right now. Thank you for helping us in this process. I know that we're all connected, but I really appreciate it that we put the call out.
Totally. Oh, you know what I'm just getting? Actually, Jasper wants to jump in on that note, so I'm just going to bring Jasper in, because as soon as you said that, they were here, and they were going, "You're welcome," but then oh my gosh, they said, "You have no idea how grateful we are for you all that have chosen to be here," and the love I'm just getting so much love.
I can feel emotion just coming through me now of that love. Yeah.
This goosebumps, emotion, this love, this compassion they have for us. It's just incredible. And they're all just there. So, Angel Laurie, that was just so beautiful to bring that through, and just Jasper just enhanced that whole image with it. So thank you to our beautiful soul family, galactic family, whatever they want to be called. just family. So isn't it interesting that this card has come up? It's just phenomenal.
I feel like they want to give us a big hug, and I want to give them a big hug, and this is such a beautiful time right now. It really is. Yeah.
And they're tangible to me. They're so tangible.
Yes.
So yeah.
Marie's written, first thought, my family is changing, connecting more with this group and another. Have also been connecting with new people out there, still strongly connected with one sister back east.
And this is what will happen. We'll probably find we spend more time or have more energy for one particular person in a family, and that's perfect. That's okay. Yeah. So, and tribal, you're spot on.
They do see us as family. We share DNA with them, of course.
Well, we've brought those aspects of DNA into it. We've chosen a lineage that can hold that. And they've always known that. So I've always pondered, well, why am I in this particular family line, this lineage? And it is so the DNA can be activated from our gifts and talents that we've mastered in other lifetimes, that we use probably normally, like we'd call these gifts and talents, but they're just normal when we're looking at it from that different realm is probably the word I'm looking for. So beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So Christine, I love that.
The oneness of all is being realized so much more now. It's so beautiful. It is, isn't it?
We're oneness. Even though we're unique, we do. We are connected. We are made of that same beautiful source of God, basically. So.
Oh, yes. I feel the love and emotions, butterflies in my tummy. I can't stop smiling. Yeah, that was
loved.
Yeah. That card, Marie, don't you love the way it works? It's just, I still get a bit of a kick out of it, even though I'm sort of fully accepting of everything. But, it's like, if we had seen that card 6 months ago, it would be in a completely different context, perhaps. But we're all seeing it from the same perspective, which means that we're talking to each other on a much higher level now, and we're working together on a completely different trajectory. No
Totally.
hold,
Totally.
not being held back by belief systems anymore. Yeah.
And it's interesting because with the base chakra, so it relates to family, balance, holistic health, abundance, security and stability, grounding, survival, instinct, money, ancestors, which is really interesting. Again, it's around appropriate boundaries, energy, rejuvenation, because that's, if we're going through a Kundalini shift, we know it starts through that base chakra. And there's a beautiful affirmation that comes with the base chakra. There's a different one for the card. And it says, my base chakra is balanced and I flow with vitality, health, and abundance. Isn't that beautiful? So, yeah.
And
so this
it's giving us permission. We're allowed to give ourselves permission to be that way. This is a big step for us. This is like, yes, we deserve this. We are allowed to be this. This is brilliant. That's why we're here.
Yeah. So, and I love this because Angel Laurie just said she saw an image of rose petals showering the earth. And I love this as well. So, Nick, they were sending their love down from your request. And this is the thing, we can tune into them whenever we want to. Sometimes it's not right. We have to work through things ourselves. But when we do that, that moment was perfect with us all in that intention and really tuning into it. It made it so much more powerful. So, yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's so.
I feel like they've got a lot of joy going on there too right now with this interaction.
Definitely. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm just going to read the family card. So you've pulled this card into your awareness today to let you know the energy of your ancestors is surrounding you. It's a powerful time for healing family wounds and dissolving any ancestral karma. It has been understood for thousands of years that we carry through our bloodlines old patterns and karma from those family members who walked before us. I also want to add in there, we also carry gifts and talents through. So it's not always about having to clear. It's also about having to be open to accepting the gifts and talents that come with the DNA, as I was talking about. Just like some physical issues can be handed down the family line, so can emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalances. There is a big chance that any challenges you're going through at this time could be connected in some way to family karma. Take a moment to tune in and ask where this pattern or challenge is coming from. That's my favorite thing to do whenever I find I'm triggered or I know there's something going on. I go in and I own it and I talk to it. Once you identify the root of the issue, you can simply light a candle and have a conversation in your mind with that family member. See yourself handing back the issue to this ancestor. They place this energy into their heart where it transmutes into something positive, and then they hand it back to you. Now place it in your heart for healing. Allow this energy to release you from this karma as you now receive the love, wisdom, and guidance from your ancestors. Family is an integral part of life. We are born into these little tribes for a reason. We learn big lessons of unconditional love through the interactions and challenges with family. This card can also indicate that you may have been experiencing a conflict within the family unit and now it is time for resolution. This card could also be a sign that a family member who has passed away is with you, guiding and supporting you from the other side. A powerful way to connect to our ancestors is through the energy of trees. Take a moment to sit in nature with your favorite tree and open yourself to hear the whispers of wisdom from your ancestors, the ones who walked this path before you. So the affirmation is, I am at peace and at one with family. And it's just beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to do just a beautiful meditation now, and whatever comes through, comes through. But I'm actually I always start with opening the heart, because to me, this is where we can have a lot of releases going through that heart chakra. So let's just see what happens. All right. So if you can, just sit comfortably or lie down. Just pop your feet in the ground. Close your eyes. And then just take a beautiful breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, just drop yourself. Let yourself go deeper back into your body. Going into that stillness. And then with the next breath in, as you breathe out, take your attention into that beautiful heart chakra. And see, sense, or feel white light beginning to birth deep within that chakra. This white light has its own consciousness. So as it begins to expand, it begins to release any pain, any blocks, any cords that are no longer needed, and brings through a sense of love. Allow this white light to keep flowing and expanding through your whole body, your whole being, out into your energy field. Again, releasing and dissolving any cords or hooks that no longer serve you. And once you've done that, I want you to now connect in through your heart and ask for your lineage to be here with you. We ask for their love and their support, and we thank them for everything they have experienced to help to bring us to this point in time in our life. Feel their love. Feel their wisdom. And then as you're doing that, I want you to see, sense, or feel a red light coming up, a beautiful ray of red coming up from the earth, right up into your base chakra. Allow that red light to spin, to clear, to rejuvenate that base chakra. So you're receiving energy from the earth that's also balancing and clearing. And then the energy of hematite comes through to really solidify that new energy, that new vitality, that new abundance that's coming through for you, grounding that in. And then the beautiful etheric crystal of jasper comes through. This adds a whole new level of energy to that beautiful base chakra. And all the organs in that area, the bones as well, all get revitalized through these beautiful rays of color and crystal energy. Feel the healing. Feel the strengthening. And while that is happening, see if anyone from your beautiful lineage chooses to come forward to communicate with you. And just spend a little bit of time asking for messages and sharing love. And just know that these beautiful lineage, whether they are our galactic starseed family, whether they're our human lineage, they all have a soul that we resonate with. You can talk to them at any time. And then as you're gently bringing yourself back into the here and now, just say in your mind's eye, I am at peace and at one with my family. And as you come back into the here and now, we just thank God, Goddess, for taking care of us, for supporting us, and we give permission for any angels that want to come through and help us in each day. They also have permission to do this. And just wriggle your toes, begin to focus on your breath, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay, so remember at the time, I'm also running energy when I'm talking through that meditation. So even if you're watching this afterwards, you will still get that energy hit as you need it. Whatever's needed for you will come through. So yeah. So how did you go, Nick?
Oh, that was a really fascinating one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my body is buzzing from that, and it's probably the first time that I've had one of your meditations come through where it's felt completely different for me. I felt that I actually was feeling everyone at the same time doing this.
Nice.
It wasn't
Because
just
we're
about
all one family. We're all one.
Yeah, of course. That was the card, of course. That makes sense.
Yes.
So stupid. Because sometimes you go in thinking, oh, this is for me and I'm going to build this and do this into my...
Yeah.
But I took my head out of it. Completely took anything out of it. And you know what? My sister came in and she said, we're going to have so much fun. We are going to have so much fun. And she said, and I could see it being silly, but you know what I saw us walking this new path, and as we were putting our feet down, we were puddles of light was sparking. You know, it was just sparking light everywhere, and then that just became this whoosh through the whole universe of just light energy, just swirling, and yeah, it was just pure and fantastic. And do you know what?
Beautiful.
Look at the card, and I was waiting to see if it was appropriate. I pulled a card this morning from my spirit animal pocket deck. There it is. And so I just feel that that's when you said about the peace. I feel very much at peace at the moment. Yeah. And I want people to know that the peace is there if they just want to embrace it. You just can be it just by thought. It will be it regardless.
That's a beautiful card. Yeah, and it's a choice. So yeah, and hi Sasha, nice to see you. Yeah, so how did it? If anyone else wants to pop in the comments, if you experienced anything, or if you actually got to speak to your beautiful loved ones or whatever family unit that they've come through from, let us know, because this is where it gives people permission then to go, oh, I'm not making this stuff up. Okay, I did experience that. My mum came through, and I love it when my mum comes through. She's just beautiful. And then her grandparents, who I never met because she was young when they both died. So and the first time mum ever came through after she left the physical world, they came through with her, and I didn't expect that. It was so lovely. She said, "Here's my parents," because she'd always talked about them. They were my grandparents, and they came through with her first time round. So it was beautiful. So. Yeah, so for me that was really lovely, but I could feel the energy of the whole lineage coming through, and I don't know about you guys. Sorry.
Imagine how exciting it is for those grandparents to be acknowledged now that way, and to finally go, oh, we get to meet you in this different realm now,
because they know us. Yeah, I remember my sister once said. She was talking to mum after mum had passed, and then her mum came through, our grandma, and my sister said to her, "But how do you know me?" She said, "I've known you long before you were born." You know, so this is that beautiful soul knowing, soul connection before we come into the physical. So I thought, oh, that makes so much sense. So yeah, so it's beautiful. So and we can do that whenever. Often, if I'm doing some work that I know is lineage work, that's clearing, that I've come through to clear, I will call through my beautiful lineage family. And I've had it where I've had every female. I remember at one stage, I'd done some toad medicine. It was powerful. And it was about a week later, and I got told to go for a walk down the beach with the dog, and I did, and I got told to sit. And every single female from my lineage came through to honor me to where I'd got to. It was a certain age or whatever it was. But yeah, it was beautiful. And I was in tears, just connected with my feminine lineage. So yeah, which is amazing. So yeah, so Angel Laurie.
My grandfather on my mother's side and my great grandfather on my father's side stay by my side always.
Yeah. And we'll have different contracts for them to be guides, because as a guide from the other realm, they also learn through us. You know, they're learning more and more, so they can help us, but they also learn, which is beautiful.
Yeah. That was the healing for my mum's side, Kathleen says, of family. Base feeling was emotional chaos, and my grandmother came through and said, "Thank you for bringing calm to my sister who takes after that side." I
That often happens. You have completely different siblings that are so different, you know, in how they express or how they're triggered. And we can be the ones or they can be the ones helping us, however it works. But it's true, you know, that might be our soul contract is, okay, we're going to help each other, but I'm going to help you because you're clearing an aspect of that lineage. It's so beautiful, isn't it, how we can actually help each other. So thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. But I think we're going to finish it there. And so lovely to be connected with you all. Lots of big hugs and love. And, you know, just know you can tap into this group energy whenever. If you feel you need support, just tap into it. You know, we're all here. We've given permission to all be here for each other. So, yeah. So, Nick, anything that you'd like to finish on?
No, I just say stay open. Keep your heart open and stay open because it's all going to start coming in for us now. And
that's right. And
we're all thinking, yes, exactly.
I agree. Choose peace. So you don't need anything else. Just stay with that energy and love. So all right, my lovely ones, we will see you next week, next Monday, or Sunday night for you guys at 6. And we'll talk to you then. Send me your dreams to iam@magicmarie.com. By the way, my website's still down. I've been so busy. I have to answer a few of their questions, and I haven't had a chance. So it may be another few days or so. So I'm sorry if that's been an issue. Okay.
Lots of love to everybody.
Bye.
Bye.